Welcome to Mora IFC. It is what it is. I'm going to give you all the tips, the tricks that you need in achieving this beautiful style. So let me go inside the top, the wrong side of the top. You can see there's a joining over here, but when you look at it, you can see that there's no joining over there. And when it comes to the front of the signature tab, so let's open here and see. You can see that there's no joining over there. You can see that we did any joining. I'm going to give you all the tips, the tricks that you need in achieving this beautiful. So well explained, nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. And when it comes to the pocket as well, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Make sure you learn how to do this pocket. It's well explained, nothing is hidden and nothing is hiding. When you watch this video, you will do this pocket very simple and easy. It's Mora IFC. It is what it is. I post videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays. New tutorial, new styles every Wednesdays and Saturdays. So make sure you click on notification bell so you won't miss any of my tutorial. Tell a friend about Mora IFC. It is what it is. You can see how beautiful this signature tab has been done. I'm going to give you all the tips, the tricks that you need. So without wasting much time, so let's get started. So this is the wrong side of the fabric. The measurement that I'm using the chest 40 inches. That's 40 inches for the chest or the bust, and the length 30. The shoulder or the back, I'm using 18 inches. The sleeve length is 10 inches. When we start doing our signature tab, we fold the fabric into two. But in this case, we are not going to fold the fabric into two. You need to let the fabric lay flat like that. Don't fold your fabric into two. You need to let it open like that. Like I said, don't fold your fabric into two. You need to let it open. So we're going to divide your bust measurement. We have 40. So 40 divided by 4, and that will give us 10. And we're going to add 1.5 inches to it. So that will give us 11.5 inches. 11.5 inches, as you can see. So I'm coming here. We're going to measure 11.5 inches over there. 11.5 inches. So that will be our center fold. That will be our center seam. That will be our center. So they will be the center of your signature tab. So I have 8.5 inch left here. 8.5 inch left here. So that's the extra that I'm going to give. This is the extra 8.5 inch over there. You need to leave extra 8.5 inch over. Like I said, don't fold the fabric into two. You need to let it lay flat. You can see I have not folded the fabric into two. That's how we go by the design. So the center seam, I'm going to fold that part. So you're going to give me something like this. So when I fold it, I need to check if I have my 11 inches, my 11.5 inches, and my 8.5 inches. I need to make sure. And second, also, you have to make sure and check what the design fall, which place is going to be the longest, which place is going to be the shortest. You need to check and see where it falls. So as here, I'm checking my 8.5 inches, the one on top. And after that, I will check my 11.5 inches as well, making sure that I have my center seam perfectly. So I'm going to give it an iron. This straight line is very important. It's a guide. I'm going to get to a certain point. So I'm checking, I have my 11.5 inches over there, as you can see. That's my 11.5 inches. And I have my 8.5 inches over here. So I'm going to flip it. Like I said, you always have to check where the design is going to fall. It's very important. You need to check if it's on the right side or on the left side. You need to check that one. So I just flip it, I change it. So let's go on. The neck, I always mark my neck 2.5 inches. It worked perfectly. 2.5 inches over here. And I'm going to add 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. And I'm going to add 2.5 inches over there, because I want my design to be 2.5 inches away. So I have extra here. So I will fold that part inward. After I've measured my neck 2.5, this 2.5, and this 1/2 will be my sewing, and I will add extra 2.5 inches, so that will be 3 inches, and here will be 2.5 inches. I want it to be 2.5 inches from the neck. From that, then I will fold that part. I will fold it from the bottom to the top. Sorry, my camera didn't show that part. So you need to measure. So this is 5.5 inches over there, 5.5 inch folding. Then you fold it from the top to the bottom. You fold 5.5 inches from the top to the bottom. You can see I fold. And this is the short one. You measure 10 inches over there. This is 10 inches. This is the short one. If you look at the design, you can see one is longer than the other one. This is the short one. So we're going to use the length of it, actual length. But the one that is tall, the long one that we've started it, that one you need to add like 6 inches extra to it. Add 6 inches. The other one, I'm supposed to say that one before here. You need to add the 6 inches. The big one that you see, you need to add 6 inches extra to it. So we are working with a small part, the small one. When you look at the design, there is a small one, there is a short part. So I'm going to fold 1/2 inch over here. Let me go back to the big one that on the floor, the one that I wrote the measurement on it. That one, you need to add 5 inches or 6 inches extra to the length. You know, the length was 30, so you need to add extra 5 or 6 inches to it. Do you understand? I was supposed to say that, but I didn't, so I need to give you that tip. So I'm going to fold 2 inches over here. Going to fold 2 inches. We need to work on this one first before we join it. Before we join them together, you need to fold this one, then you top stitch it. Then after you top stitch, then you join them together. That's how you're supposed to do. You know, when we are joining two things together, when I'm joining two fabric together, the right side and right side will face each other. Then we sew so that what is left will face the wrong side. So I'm checking my 2 inches. But in this case, this is not how we're going to do it. This one, the wrong side will face each other. Then we sew it. So after here, you need to check. This is your folding. You need to check and see if the folding is straight for you. Then you need to fold. If it's not, you need to check right here. You need to check. This is what I was talking about. Wrong side and wrong side will face each other. Wrong side and wrong side will face each other. Then we sew them together. Not right side will face each other. You know, when we are joining a top or two fabric together, after top stitching, we need to top stitch this part. Then the wrong side and the wrong side will face each other. Then we join them together so that everything will come out to the right, at the right side of the fabric, so that it will show at the right side of the fabric. That's how we're supposed to do it. I hope you understand it. You know, when you're joining things together, wrong side and wrong side will face right side of right side. So right side and right side will face each other. You can see I've joined it. So this is the right side of the fabric. This is not the wrong side of the fabric. This is the right. This is the wrong side of the fabric. This is the wrong side of the fabric. As you can see, this is my wrong side of the fabric, and this is my right side of the fabric. So I'm going to trim some part off. I don't want you guys to confuse. That's why I've been explaining top. I'm going up and down, down, down like that. So you have something like this. This is the right side. This is not the wrong side of the fabric. This is the right side of. This is how we're supposed to do. Do you understand? So I'm checking my 11 inches. This is my center seam. As you can see, this is the center seam. You can see the line over there. That's my 11.5 inch. And I have my 5.5 inch over there. So I'm going to fold my 5 inch here. Then I'm going to iron it as well. It's more IFC. It is what it. Charlie, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Give me a thumbs up. So we're going to fold this one inward. It's going to be something like this. Have you seen? Yep. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about more IFC. It is what it is. So I'm going to pin this part up. I'm going to pin it. pin them together. For this part, if we put hemming gum is not going to help us properly. Do you understand? Because the front there's a joining, and we need to cover that joining that we did. We need to cover that joining that we did. So we have to sew on top. We need to sew on top. So I'm checking my measurement. As you have now, it's folded into two, so you're going to have something like this. So you check your bars divided by 4, whatever you get, then you add your sewing allowance, the rest you trim it off. So I will trim this part off. This one is not needed. Great. So we're going to have something like this. So this is my bars divided by 4 plus my 1.5 sewing allowance. So I'll get my 11.5 inches over there. Forget about that part. When we cut our slope, that piece will go. So I have my 5.5 inch over here. So we're going to top stitch here. Very important. To cover the seam over there, we're going to top stitch so that this place will look smooth. Here you can put your hemming gum if you want. You can put your hemming gum, but still we have to do top stitching over there. You can put your hemming gum to hold it down, but it will just hold that part off. I don't want the place that we join together, people to see it. So I need to hide that part off. So I will top stitch that part. Then it will cover that part off. So I'm going to, from this line, you can see where I'm going to start. So I'm going to top stitch up. Do you understand? That's what I'm going to do. So let me do that and come back. You can see the stitches over there. You can see the thread. As you can see, I just did top stitch over there. So when I open it, you can see that it's hidden. The joining part is hidden. You can see it. You can see how beautiful that place has been done. So this is the wrong side of the fabric. This is the wrong side. You can see how that part has been worked out. You can see how beautiful it is. And when you open here, you will not see nothing. You can see it's hidden. That's how it's supposed to be. It's a Mora FC. It is what it is. So give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Give me a thumbs up. Like, subscribe. Click on notification bell so you miss any of my tutorial. So I'm going to put the back there. As usual, how we do it. The back is always longer than the front by 4 inches or 4.5 inches or 2 inches or 1 inch long. Do you understand? So you just have to cut that part. Then you just have to cut your shoulder slope and your neck. So my neck 2.5. I have a tutorial well explained. In fact, 2 tutorial about neck, how to cut a perfect neck. How to cut a well explained. Nothing is hidden. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Do well and check it out. And cut a perfect neck. Fits any size of a neck. Any size, well explained. Nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. So I cut my shoulder slope. So when you look here, you can see that this is the front. This is how the design is going to be. I need to fold that part. I need to fold here. I want mine to be 3 inches long, so I'll just mark my 3 inches. Like I said, you need to add extra to that length so that you get this design, so that one have to be long and the other one will be short. I hope you understood. So you go on. So I'm going to push it back like this. You can see this is how it's supposed to be. I fold it, you see. This is the back and this is the front. So you have to be the same. This line, the back have to be the same with the front, just like that. This is the back. You can see now the front is long. So we have extra here, more than the front when you drag it. So when I fold it this way so that it will be equal, then I'll come to the next side, the shoulder slope. I have my 4.5 also over there. Like I said, if you want to cut a perfect neck, and if you want to cut a nothing top, well explained, nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Do well and check it out. And you make sure you fold here and check, and you may have to check that part. Is very important, the bottom side, before cutting the armhole and the neck and stuff like that. So like I said, if you want to cut a center top, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. If you want to cut a perfect neck, it's also, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. I have 2 tutorials on how to cut a perfect neck, well explained. When you sew to that point, when you get to this point, then you go down a little bit, then you top stitch that part. There's a way of handling that part. When you see this line, we have to continue that part, and so there's a way of handling that part, and I'm going to teach you. Like I said, this is a full tutorial. Nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding for you guys to be able to, achieve everything on this style. So when you look at the pocket side on the center tab, when you look at the pocket side, you can see this is where this is the place that I'm going to put my pocket. So I just have to measure back design that you see, as you can see, back design as you see. That's what I'm measuring right now. Please give me a thumbs up, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. When you share, you are helping somebody, you are helping somebody. As this video is benefiting you, make sure you share it for somebody to also see it and learn it, so that it will benefit that person, and if you want to talk to me, if you want to chat with me, you want to say hi to me, you want to greet me, my page, my Facebook page is Mora FC. So here you decide how wide you want yours to be. Not 2 inches. 2 inches too big. It's quarter to 2 inches. I'll make it 1.5. 1.5 is okay. 1.5 is okay. So I'm gonna measure like 4.5 over there, because I'm gonna divide it into 2. There are 2. My Facebook is linked to my WhatsApp. It's Mora FC. On Instagram is Mora FC. Telegram Mora FC. TikTok is Mora. Follow me everywhere. Follow me, because we are sharing, we are doing great things over here. Follow me everywhere. And if you want to talk to me, you want to send me a style for me to help you out, you are facing some trouble, you want me to help you out, just link it to me on my WhatsApp. Like I said, follow me on my Facebook. Search me on Facebook, Mora FC, at Mora FC, and my page is linked to my WhatsApp. Say hi to me. Please do introduce yourself. And people don't know how to introduce themselves. I beg, when you're approaching somebody, approach the person nicely and respectful way. Do you understand? Say your name, where you from, and introduce yourself a little bit for me to know. You can't just say hi and you just leave. It's not appropriate, guys. You should know better. Okay? There's So when you look at the design, I'm gonna make mine 1.5. I think this one was too big, so I will reduce it. I will show you to that place. I will divide this one into 2, so don't think that it's just 1. I made it 2, so we're going to sew from the top to the bottom. Like I said, measure 1.5. 1.5 is so. And we sew here, but we need to flip it. You know how to do this band. We will be doing this band when you fold this way. You sew from the top to the bottom. After sewing it, this is the holder. This is the holder. You can see when you look at the design, there's a holder of that hold this black style, this black design that you see on top. This is the holder of it, like the belt holder. That's how it's been done. So the black is the belt, and this is the holder of it. So we need to cut it. So let me go and do that and come back and I'll show it to you. Like I said, I'm using 1.5. I didn't use the almost quarter to 2 inches. I'm using 1.5. As you can see, 1.5. So I'm going to cut. You can see here, after doing that plate, I fold into two, then I top stitch over here, then I'll do this way. So I'm going to divide it into two, and this is a holder, as you can see. It's Morai FC, it is what it is. Please do share, tell a friend to tell a friend about Morai FC. Give me a thumbs up, ask question, share it, click on notification bell so anytime I post a new video, you will be updated. Ask question, comment, say something. You giving me thumbs up, commenting, sharing. It motivates me to bring you more stars. It's motivating me to explain everything details to you. It motivates me to help you guys. So do click on notification bell, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, like, say something. It's more FC, it is what it is. So I'm checking the measurements, and I'll just cut. Before cutting this one, you have to check the pocket, the pocket. You need to check the pocket. You have to check the pocket, the mouth of the pocket. Where would the mouth of the pocket start? So the one on top like this have to be long so that it fall on top of the pocket. You have to fall on top of the pocket. Do you understand? That is why you can see that I didn't mark a chalk over there to for me to know the right measurement to use where I should end. Do you understand? So I'm going to flip this one over. This is the holder of it. And I'm going to flip this one too to the right side. See how beautiful it is. So we're going to top stitch. You're going to iron it. Sorry, iron it. So we have something like this. One is longer than the other one. It's okay. Morai FC, it is what it is. Please do share. Share, let other people benefit. Give me a thumbs up, comment, like. Follow me on my Facebook also. Follow me on my Instagram, TikTok. Follow me everywhere. It's the same name everywhere, Morai FC. So this is how you're gonna do. You need to fold into two, then you just have to cut. We need 3 of this. There's a way of fixing this, and I'm going to show you how to go by it. So keep watching, keep learning. Like I said, I'm giving you all the tips, the tricks that you need in achieving this beautiful style. Morai FC, it is what it is. So one is long, one is short. So one have to be long, one have to be short, and this one will be like this way. So this have to be here, and this have to be here. The other one, no, it should have to be at the top. It should have to be at the bottom. I should put it at the bottom, not on top. So it have to be at the bottom side, not on top. So you're going to fold. We got to fix this one, and when we put our pocket here, that black supposed to be on top of the pocket, so that we'll put a bottom hole over there. Then we put our bottom. You can see how smooth this part is. So let's do that part. Let me show you how to go by that part. So you can see how the wrong side smooth. This is the wrong side of the fabric. For the pocket, I'm leaving a link in the description box below. Do well and check it out and learn how to do the pocket. Very, very simple and easy. Well explained, nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. For the pocket, I'm leaving a link in the description box below. Do well and check it out. So you need to make sure you fix it at the right spot that you have to fix it. You can see after that, then you put your hands on that. I'm going to do top stitching over there at the tip of it. Look here, when you do this way, it becomes simple for you. Do you understand? There's no top stitch on the belt holder or the band holder. There's no top stitch on it. So when you do it this way, it will give you more space, more free. So after that, you need to check and see. So you can see I'm turning it over so that I'll do a top stitch, stitching over there. Just turn it like this, then you stitch it. I'm making things simple and easy for you guys. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. So you just have to fold it this way. Just this way. Then just trim. The size is supposed to be the same, you know. I'm doing the second part and you do the third part. So if you do this way, I have not finished yet. There's something that you need to do extra. There's something that you have to do also. If you do this one, you have not finished. Same time you do this way and to not lay flat, you know, it will pop up standing. There's something that I need to teach you on that spot again. So this is what you're going to do. You have to put it exactly at the middle of the black, you know. You check the middle of the black. You can see I'm feeling my hands in it, in the middle of the black. So you just feel your hand there. You make sure that. So you just have to check. After checking, then we're going to top stitch at the tip of it, you know. So when you're joining this part, you have to let them come closer, you know. You see the way I'm turning it? That's how you're supposed to do. You have to let them kiss each other. Then you top stitch. Let them kiss each other. So when you get something like this, you just try it in. Let's see if you get it perfectly. If you didn't get it perfectly, you have to redo it again. So everything lays perfectly. You have not done. So you just have to do the third one. The third one will be here. You do that one. I'll go fast here a little bit. There's something I want to show you here. That's why. Here, you need to make sure that the black have to fall exactly at the middle of the pocket. You know. Just have to check. Then you just top stitch at that spot. So when you're done this way, you can see that we have done. So like I said, you can do this way and you can see that it's not laying flat, you know, on the band. It's not laying flat. There's something that you have to do here. There's no top stitch off here. There's no top stitching. This black that I just fixed in right now, you make sure that it falls exactly at the middle of it, at the middle of the pocket. I'm doing some ironing here. After here, I'll show you something. Even though you're gonna iron it and you're gonna see that it lays flat, you know, the band holder, it lays flat, you still have to do something there so that it lays flat forever. Do you understand? Otherwise, as time goes on, you're gonna see you're gonna pop up. So the bottom, before we come to that spot, let's deal with this part. It's very, very important. So we are doing this edge. You can see this edge, that right corner. That's what we're gonna do right now. So like I said, this is a full tutorial from A to Z, how to do the bottom, everything. So I'm going to fold it this way. You make sure that it falls exactly at the tip of it. Don't make it go up, not on top of the small one. You just have to fall here. Then you iron it just like that. If you want, you can let it fall on top of it. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong at that spot. But I prefer this way, So I'm checking the measurement that I have here. 3 inches. Then I'm gonna, like I said, I wanted it to be longer, 3 inches. I want it to be 3 inches long. Not too much long. You can see. For here, you can put your hemming gum. To hold it down for you, because we're going to do top stitching over there, so it's either you top stitch it here or you top stitch at the front, at the right fabric, in front of the fabric. So we ended at this spot. As you know, I'm going to put some hemming gum at that spot so that it hold that part off for me. You can leave it this way. You can leave it like that without putting nothing there. It's okay. But I'm just putting some hemming gum to, close that gap over there for me. Splash some water on it so that it hold it down very fast for you. So you can see you're gonna have something like this. You can see how beautiful it is. So it's time to top stitch over there. You can put hemming gum throughout so that you leave it like that. But you need to continue with this sewing, and you just branch this way. Understand? You can sew from here, or you can turn it over to the wrong side, and you sew from this part. You sew from this part, then you just sew and continue the rest. So it's up to you, because we are putting hemming gum, it will hold it down for you firmly, to hold it down for you to be able to do whatever you want to do. So you can top stitch at the front, or you can do that at the back. It's more IFC. It is what I've already joined the shoulder slope, the shoulders and the arm join everything. So this is what I was talking about. After finishing with this, you just have to hem gum over here. I say hemming gum. You hem it with pin. You just put it this way, then you hem that part. So when you hem it, it will lay flat. Do you understand? It will lay flat and nice for you. You do that to the rest. So that's all. It's more IFC. It is what it is. If you jump this step, if you jump a steps, you have jumped something, you know. You have truly jumped something. It is what it is. So thank you. God bless everybody. It's more IFC. It is what it is, you know. Me out.